So, we did not devise an intro.
No, we did not. Adam, you're not in frame.
Okay, who cares? Adam can come in frame whenever he wants. Anyway.
Okay.
This is the mic that's eerily away from him. So, anyway, guys.
This is...
What is, guys? We're gonna do our individual intros. You gotta make up an intro, okay? What up, guys? I'm here, Keith, and today I'm here with my Watching Nachos friends. And this is... Say yours. Morgan. That's the lady's intro.
That's a great
Okay,
intro.
what's your intro? I'm super
Alright. Kangaroo Rage. Mad
mic's right
Kangaroo. You guys know me as that guy with the drawer.
Hey, I'm Mr. Feely. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, he's not in frame. Mr. Feely, get in frame. Get over here.
Get in frame.
Okay.
Adam, please.
Okay, we're here for like the crappiest podcast ever.
It's called Venting Nachos.
Yeah, venting not. We're still working on that.
Yeah,
name.
we're still working on it. Nachos.
And
venting.
somehow we're gonna decide to talk for 30 minutes about something in our lives, and we
We'll
don't know what to
figure
talk
it
about.
out
Anyway, I'm
as we
recording
go.
with 2 separate audio tracks, so stop,
I
Adam.
know.
Just stop.
I'm a serpent.
Okay, guys. So explain our topic today.
Alright, our topic is going to be our favorite storyline in gaming.
And our first gaming experience.
And our first gaming experience. What got us hooked into gaming from the very beginning.
The mic's over here. If you're hearing us from over here, but you're seeing us from over there.
Yeah, you can. That makes
There.
stuff.
Apparently wizards. Anyway, okay, so
Adam,
let's
I'm
go
gonna punch
first.
you in the mouth.
Okay, person to go first. The person who's least prepared, and I know it's Morgan.
Morgan is not prepared at all. Morgan's like, what?
Okay, wait. First off, we gotta explain something. Okay, Josh cannot make it. You don't know who Josh is. Fine. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, we don't. We'll get to him
Okay,
later.
you'll get to meet Josh eventually, guys. But like, we couldn't find a way to call Josh.
He's got a
on Skype,
beard.
so yeah, he does have a beard. He's the only guy who can grow facial hair in our group.
All right, Morgan, favorite storyline. Go for it.
In video game.
Storyline?
In
You can't
video
choose Call of
games.
Duty.
If you choose Call of Duty,
I wasn't going to choose
you're out of the channel.
Choose one.
Halo.
Like what without it though?
Give reasons.
I thought it was really well written. Like I know it's based off of books and stuff, but still, I thought how they portrayed it in the game was really well done because I'm really shady.
Gotta love that SWAT man. Yeah.
SWAT.
Now, who's your favorite character?
Probably
He
Sergeant
likes,
Johnson.
he likes
Sergeant
Keys.
Johnson.
Me? My name's Ethan Johnson.
guy.
By the way, you guys know me.
He likes Commander Keys, the girl from Halo 2.
Yeah. Totally.
The Halo 2, what is it? The remastered edition.
He likes Cortana because she has weird blue things on her chest.
Dude, remember what your dad said? You remember what your dad said when first time I was at your house when we were playing Halo?
Halo 4.
4, and like we were playing the campaign, and
Cortana was just
like Cortana was sitting there, and his dad was and goes, "Hey, tell her to cover something up." like those blue light strips aren't covering anything. Like
What's there to cover? She's just a hologram.
she is a hologram.
And
She
the
is.
game that got me hooked was Halo 2. I literally played that when I was like 5.
It took my dad an entire year to beat Halo 1.
Wow.
Wait, what?
He had to print off like no joke a stack of papers this big, and my mom had to sit there and read it off to him just so he can know where to go.
Sound like me in Super Mario Sunshine when I was like, "Mom, look it up." Like she had a BlackBerry. This is back when BlackBerries
Back
were
when
a thing.
Blackberries were a thing.
Yeah.
God,
Okay, so I guess the next person is him. So get in front of here.
All right,
Alright.
and don't be a serpent.
So
don't be
Halo was already taken, so I'm gonna go with Psychonauts.
I bet none of these kids have played Psychonauts.
I haven't played it, but I do know of
I
it.
cut your guitar.
Psychonauts
I
has
caught your guitar.
a really awesome storyline. It's basically about this kid who
What generation was this?
back there when the original Xbox was still out, came around a little bit after Halo. It's about this psychic summer camp for kids. It's like the summer camp is a front for a military operation that trains kids who have psychic abilities to become psychic soldiers. Like
It's the greatest game ever.
it is pretty awesome. And the main character is this kid who
So X-Men.
he was
What-
raised up in the circus.
Isn't
and
he voiced by
the guy who voices
yeah,
Billy and the guy who voices
Invader Zim?
yeah, Invader Zim.
That's cool.
So it's really cool. So he was raised up in the circus, and he really hates being in the circus. And his parents, his whole family hates psychics because a psychic killed somebody in his family and cursed their family to all die in water because they're all like gypsies, I guess. And so he has a huge fear of water, and he runs away from his family to go to the psychic summer camp, and he ends up being like the best psychic that ever was, best psychonaut. It's really cool.
what got like? Is this a series or is one game?
Is this a Russian
That's
game?
just one game. They're the guy who made it, Notch. He's thinking about making.
Wait, Notch like
Notch made it. He was
Notch
he's-
Minecraft mod?
Yeah.
Serious,
He
Notch.
said he would make a sequel to it,
Marcus
but
Persson.
he didn't have enough
Fundage.
But now that he sold Minecraft for all that money, he might end up.
I thought
actually
he
making a
retired
sequel.
though.
If he
retired from
does-
making games.
If he does, that'd be amazing.
That'd be amazing.
Because
Well,
that
he
game-
doesn't have anything to work on it since he sold since they sold Minecraft.
Well, yeah, I guess.
But he retired from the Minecraft team anyway.
But so definitely though, the game that got me hooked on gaming was probably Halo.
We're not on that though. Oh yeah, Halo. Okay.
Well,
Well,
he
anyway.
can throw it in there. We're gonna get to that
Yeah,
later
Halo.
though.
Okay.
All right. Well, best storyline for me, Psychonauts.
Okay, which one? Who do you choose to go next? Me or him?
Ethan. Also
Okay.
gonna last,
Alright.
just so that he can.
Okay,
Be the
my okay. I just had like a weird voice crack there. Did you hear that?
It's okay, Ethan.
Oh, what was I gonna pick? I was gonna pick best storyline. Okay, best storyline. Yeah, The Sims. The Sims.
The
I really
Sims.
like how the commentary of the Sims. No,
Snarky.
favorite storyline of any game ever. Okay. It'd have to be Will you touch me with your foot? It'd have to be the Elder Scrolls. Like, honest to God, I'm surprised neither of you picked the Elder Scrolls.
The Elder Scrolls does have a decent storyline.
It is an
I mean,
incredible storyline. Are you kidding me? The
I
storyline
mean-
for Elder Scrolls, like, well, I mean, it doesn't have a basically storyline wise because it's not a campaign, but like
Are you talking about
It's campaign,
a specific Elder Scrolls or just it all?
the
in
Elder
general?
Scrolls, the whole game line feeds into each other anyway.
Yeah.
Like, that's how Legends about it and all that stuff in the other games.
By the night.
Yeah, basically that's.
the
No, what got me hooked on this game though, on this game of the Elder Scrolls, someone stole my sweet roll when I was 4 years old.
And I got so mad.
that I was like, I'm gonna play some Elder Scrolls. What is Elder Scrolls? I don't know what I'm gonna play. No, what I love about storyline though is like, it's just filled with lore. Like, there's so much stuff you can do in like the whole entire story. Like, and like the stories just branch off each other. Like, it doesn't seem like an actual story because it doesn't have a campaign or anything. Like, it has a campaign, but like not like one like. But you're not a specific character though. Like, you said Master Chief, and then you're the kid, or whatever Rasputin. Okay, guys, we're back. Technical difficulties. Adam kind of died. He's not here anymore, so
We're
I pointed
okay.
that way. Crap, I can't even sell it off anymore.
Ghost.
We stop whittling a forest.
You guys are gonna have to get a hologram.
Okay, I was
You guys
on my
are gonna
topic.
get a hologram of
Yeah, we were talking about the
Back
Elder-
on my topic.
The lore of Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, the lore, lore, but storyline of Elder Scrolls. Like, storylines all feed into each other. Like, why is it feed into each other? Saying like, damn, it's hard to get back in the groove. Anyway, they feed into each other as like they'll say like 10 like certain years after this game, this happens. The Dragonborn comes back in Skyrim. Like, before that, you save Tamriel from Mehrunes Dagon, and they tell about that in Skyrim too. And like, before that, there's Morrowind and like
the quest to get Mehrunes Razor had so much lore from Oblivion.
yeah, it
was
really
so
did.
crazy.
It was beautiful. I remember that.
Yeah, that did have a lot of lore.
Like, I did it
But
yesterday.
guess
Like-
whose turn it is?
Awesome.
This guy.
All right. As far as the storyline goes, I've got to give it to The Last of Us, just because playing that game,
Get close to the mic.
playing that game, and then finishing it, I felt empty. Like, I had no idea what to do with my life afterwards because I put so much time into it, and I just grew so attached to the characters. And at the ending, like, it was just such a beautiful game. Like, oh my god, but like for a game, for me to have a good story, like, it has to like become a part of my life for a while. And The Last of Us was a part of my life for like a whole week, I'd say. And I just felt so empty, and I was so sad when it was over, because I got it at a Redbox, and I had to give it back to Redbox. But
It had cred too, like actual credibility behind it, because that the little fungus that turned them into zombies.
Yeah.
That's a legitimate fungus that affects ants. Though.
Mhm.
It actually turns ants into zombies, basically.
and even in the beginning, where Joel's actual daughter dies,
Spoilers.
spoiler alert. I mean, it's in the beginning, but
Yeah, but it's like 15 minutes.
who cares? Okay.
No, it's okay.
It'll be alright. Okay. Okay. Spoiler alert.
And then that lesbian kiss between.
Yeah.
in the
Anyway,
DLC.
spoiler alert. In case you haven't figured it out, Joel's actual daughter dies in the very beginning, but it was just so sad and
Yeah.
like
That's
even though
probably the best first 10 minutes of game I've ever played.
it was like the best.
It's good for like the sadness part. If you
Like
as far as clicking you goes.
like if there is like
get
they
down here and talk.
they knocked it out of the park.
No,
Like
let's just sit down here and talk. Like we're fixing to go over the other topic.
I'm talking.
You can't hear you though.
I can get closer.
they immediately like
whatever.
they got me hooked like right out of the gate. It was crazy. Like I was
Damn it, Adam, and your pool.
I was in that world for like an entire week.
Oh God! What did you throw in? A bottle. Okay, back to your topic.
My topic's over.
Okay,
That's
okay,
pretty
guys.
much it.
Okay, Morgan. No, was it Morgan? Okay, let's reverse it. Adam, get over here and talk about your first gaming experience.
Yeah,
what
quit being-
legitimately got you hooked on
Quit
gaming?
being a dick.
First gaming
Yeah, close
experience.
to the mic. Close to the mic. Close.
Well, you
Close.
see, when I was a young man, the first game I had ever played was Pac-Man, and it was legitimately it was Pac-Man. My parents had bought a, you know how they used to sell joysticks that
Oh,
had games
yeah.
downloaded into them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had one of those for
SpongeBob
Pac-Man.
with that, 'cause one's with SpongeBob nose.
Yeah. Well, I had the Pac-Man one, and it had all old retro arcade games, and Pac-Man was the first one we
I
always
had one of those.
Hold
It
that.
had like Pac-Man, and it had
Hold that.
the one that was like you were like a dog and a cat, and like one was like a cop.
Oh, Cat Dog.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and then freaking I also after that I had one of those old white fat ass computers, and we had Pajama Sam and
Oh, Freddy Fish.
yeah, Freddy Fish. Oh, Freddy Fish was such a cool ass game. Those games are really fucking cool, you guys, and I always play those as a kid. So I guess it was Freddy Fish, Pajama Sam, and Pac-Man.
Game.
The first video games I ever played, yeah.
Okay. But okay, yeah. But those turn you into a gamer.
Yeah.
Oh, your turn.
Well, I mean that and Halo
Get
Combat
down
Evolved.
here. Yeah,
For
Halo.
what?
Halo.
I already said Halo 2 is my
Yeah, but what's your first game
Explain
experience?
it. Get down to here.
first gaming experience.
What got you?
Oh.
What turned you into a gamer? Get close to the mic. Close. You have to emphasize this every time.
I don't know, like, I can't remember my first game I ever played. It was probably like some weird N64 game. But, the one I distinctively remember playing the most in my childhood, and the one that got me really hooked on games, was Halo 2's campaign. I never played multiplayer. I never played
They
multiplayer.
had multiplayer back there?
Yeah, they had multiplayer.
I mean, multiplayer offline. Like,
Yeah.
they had that, but like.
They had multiplayer online.
Yeah.
They had
Yeah,
Xbox-
that's Xbox Live.
They
was
had
the
Xbox
first.
Live. They had Gold and Silver.
Dude, you guys, I forgot to mention, we had a Super Nintendo, and I played Donkey Kong, played Kirby,
No.
played Mario.
I remember when I played first. I played the Nintendo. I played.
Wait, NES? Like Nintendo
No, I'm
Genesis?
talking about the first Nintendo.
NES.
Yeah. I played the first Nintendo.
Well, it's just a regular Nintendo.
I played that until my parents yelled at me and snapped it in half. I'm talking. I played it for like days on end and didn't get any sleep. 4. You didn't tell me
Okay,
otherwise.
so-
You're stupid.
Who you pick to go next? Me or him?
I'm kidding. Austin.
all right.
Austin goes.
All right. As far as
Not stupid.
as far as first games go, like I remember like having like Scooby Doo Night of 100 Frights for like the GameCube, and then I had yeah, it was amazing. And then I remember going to my grandma's and playing like Super Mario 64, and then like they had like they had a 64 and
Up,
they had
up,
a
down, left, right, BABS, select.
they had a Super Nintendo, and on the Super Nintendo I would play like Dr. Mario, which is pretty much like Tetris but Dr. Mario style. And
Beautiful.
and then there was like one weird game. It was like an RPG almost called like Fire Breath 7 or something like that. And you could get like a party of team, and there was like a dog that was like an archer, and it was crazy. But as far as
I thought you were going to say like Fire Breath Satanic Worship.
As far as-
for some reason.
Dude, do you guys remember that?
as
let's
far as the game that really got me into gaming though, I would have to go with Super Smash Bros. Melee.
Oh,
It's because that got me into fighting games more than anything. But like that turned me into
1v1
like
fighting games?
yeah like
That had 8 4v4s on that.
but like that turned me into like a huge changed. Like I wanted to just go Donkey Kong and Captain Falcon and just kill people all day long.
You guys remember Paper Mario?
Oh,
Like
I remember
the original
Paper Mario.
the
Yeah.
GameCube?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have it actually.
I played that.
Intact. I have it intact. We could do a Let's Play on that eventually.
Dude, do you remember SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom?
Yes,
Yes.
I do. I had that.
That
on
game
GameCube.
was so
That was
awesome.
the best.
You could go anywhere. You could go everywhere. It was so cool.
I played that game so many times in my childhood. I played that game last year. I
There was
think
one
actually.
One game that I wanted to shoot myself for after playing it because I could not beat it when I was a kid, and that was Super Mario Sunshine. And it was just. Have you played it, Super Mario Sunshine? I know you
Yeah,
played Super
I
Mario
have.
Sunshine.
I
You
played it at my
Have
grandmother's.
you played Super Mario Sunshine?
Yeah.
Crap out of that game.
Yeah, I could never beat it.
The old. I remember what got me.
Guy. I really got the squid guy.
What got me into like MMOs, I remember there was this Lord of the Rings game that my grandparents had for the GameCube, and I was like, oh, fantasy? That's awesome. And then I
And it's
remember,
not final.
like the first FPS I ever played was like Metroid something for the GameCube, which was actually pretty cool. I like that.
Oh, I think I had it actually. It was at Metroid like
That may have been it. Prime.
Metroid, and then like there was like this
And then
laser
there's
wall,
versions
and,
of that for the Wii.
it was really strategy and like shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
Yeah.
Remember that first person one they had?
It's
Yeah,
never
that-
my turn.
yeah.
It's
That was
never getting
cool.
my turn to tell my gaming experience. I'm gonna cry now.
Look at this emotional piece of crap.
Yeah,
I get him.
I also
This is great.
He's an
and
emotional
fat.
I'll
wreck
edit you
over here.
out of this entire.
I also played Indiana
About to
Jones
fall right
for the
now.
Xbox. Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb. That game is friggin' awesome.
Yeah. Never played it.
Well, you guys are missing out.
Okay, my wow. Okay, we're gonna edit that out.
Edit that out.
We're gonna bleep that.
Ricochet too, everybody.
Anyway,
How about
Let me
Splinter Cell?
Okay.
let Ethan
Oh.
talk
Looks like
about
we're
his
not
game.
uploading
No.
Let Ethan talk about his game. Hey, let him talk about his game.
Let the boy up.
Let him rap about.
No,
let him
it's
rap
not.
about what he
It's
wants. He's
not.
just a boy.
Okay. My first gaming experience. What got me hooked on
was his
Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask.
It was his
Freaked
mom.
me out and like aesthetically pleasing at the same time. I liked looking at it.
I don't think anybody understood what you just said. You
Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask.
said that way too fast. Oh, I should probably check.
And
it
I
out.
still have
Yeah.
it. It's the golden cartridge for the N64.
What was the first game that you guys played that actually, that, like, when you beat it, you felt proud of it? Like you felt accomplished. Like
I beat when I was like 6.
Wait, like I felt accomplished. Like
you felt like you just went through war. Like you were so happy.
like you're just like
Like,
the moment,
like-
but the moment you beat it, you're like they just left the room, so it's just us right
yeah.
now.
The day that you beat it,
You're just like you just dropped the thing like
you just
"Ugh."
danced around in your underwear in front of your
Like you're
parents
just like
for
I
like
can
15
go outside,
minutes.
and the moment you touch
Yeah.
your foot outside, you turn back around and walk back in.
For me,
Oh, you go.
For me, it was a Star Fox game for the GameCube, and it was one of the. It came out in like 04, I think. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it was the one with the aperoids, and there was like all these cool boss battles that you could fly around, and it was like the first actual game that I had ever beaten. That was like pew pew pew, gun gun gun, meow 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 meow, kind of.
First game I ever beat, and I felt extremely accomplished about, was what's the GameCube game? What was it?
GameCube has been a popular topic in this.
I love
this
it because
podcast.
GameCube has the best games.
GameCube was so perfect. when
GameCube
you
was
were
like
a child.
before its time. Okay,
We grew up in the right time with GameCube.
GameCube games that you play on the Wii.
Yeah.
My other Wii has the GameCube outlets on it too.
Yeah.
Anyhow, my first game I felt accomplished at. I'm trying to think. Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask, basically. Well, that game I felt like I ended my life too. I was like,
Yeah.
what do I do after this? What do I do after playing this game?
Like you feel empty. Like you
Well-
have a pit in your stomach where like that game used to be.
Because that's what made it like that though, was because that was the first video game I played.
Mhm.
That was the first video game experience. So after that, I was like, what other video games exist
Mhm.
besides this one?
I remember back when I was like really little, I thought that there were only 4 gaming systems, and I thought that I had them. I thought that it was only the PS2, the Xbox, like the original Xbox, the Game Boy Advance, and the GameCube. I thought that was it, and I thought that I had all 4 of them, and that I was awesome. But it didn't dawn on me, hey, PlayStation 2, there's probably a PlayStation 1. Game Boy Advance was probably an original Game Boy.
Well, like, Wait. Oh, you know what? One thing that always screwed me up about video games, about two video game companies. I don't know. I still don't know anything about. Still don't know about these guys. I used to think that like Sega and Sony were were like the same thing. I was like, because it went Sega Dreamcast then PlayStation.
They looked the exact same.
Yeah,
almost.
but like they seemed like they were devved by the same person, because like on a list you would see like Sega Dreamcast, then you would see PlayStation. I'm like, is this a thing?
Is that
a thing?
Is this a thing?
Yeah, like honestly, and guys, come back. It's hard to commentate alone.
It really is.
You don't podcast alone.
It's just two of us sitting here just
Chatting about to a microphone.
talking
God.
about stupid things.
There's a lot of Portal over here.
There's a lot of Portal over there. Portal 1 was a fun game. It was like oddly hard, but they made Portal 2
We're like
kinda
siphoning
easier.
content at this point. We're like, come on, we
really
gotta
are.
find something before they come back. Okay.
What was your first horror game?
First horror game? Amnesia: The Dark Descent.
I played the demo for that. but-
No, Luigi's Mansion.
Luigi's Mansion. Yeah, that was everybody's first horror game.
Yeah, everybody's first horror game was.
By the way, guys.
No, Silent Hill's probably Resident
Yeah.
Evil was like.
Yeah,
first
Resident
horror
Evil.
game was
Resident Evil
Doctor
4
Dead.
was the first actual horror game that I remember playing.
Well, like Resident Evil. I'm saying like Resident Evil and Silent Hill. They were probably like the first horror games like that were made, basically.
Yeah.
That and do you ever play Alone in the Dark?
That sounds very familiar to me. but I don't know
There's
if I ever
Alone in
played
the
it.
Dark, and I have them on Steam actually. Those aren't pancakes. You're stupid.
But there is one. Oh yeah.
You ever play Alone? Have either of you ever played Alone in the Dark?
Yeah.
Yeah, they know what it is. Alone in the Dark.
Yeah.
That was like the first horror game that I remember ever seeing.
I remember that too. I did play
That and Silent Hill.
Silent Hill 4: The Room was the first one I ever played.
Yeah, and then
All
like,
that cheese is gonna stick together.
okay, we have one more topic, and then we're gonna end this podcast.
By the way, guys, real quick, since we did mention Luigi's Mansion, you and I were talking about doing a playthrough of that later.
Yes.
So we may get that to you later. It'll be an interesting playthrough just because of Luigi's Mansion, and it'll be
It's a game we both experienced as
it'll be
children.
a nostalgic playthrough if
Yeah.
anything, because
Like, oh, I remember this.
like it
this
was so
game,
frustrating when we were little. But we're gonna
Yeah.
come back and just
Like beating like
Okay.
2 seconds.
Final topic. Which member of One Direction is totally the cutest?
I love
I'm
Harry.
All about the Harry. Like,
Oh.
but we all agree Harry.
I want
Harry.
Harry's
I like
Harry.
I like Ringo.
Ringo.
Kyle.
Nobody likes.
I like
Everybody likes.
I like George Harrison because he got arrested for weed.
Well, I like Woody Allen. He married his daughter.
My favorite is Jonah Hill.
He's
I like
Jonah
Adam
Hill.
Lambert.
Laura Croft.
Kill yourself.
Yeah, honestly. Okay, guys, this has been the what we named this?
Watch your nachos.
Venting-
venting nachos.
Venting nachos.
Vinci Nachos podcast.
We're gonna try to get one of these to you guys at least once a month.
And remember, don't
Don't vent the crumbs.
yeah
Don't vent the crumbs. Don't eat them. Don't eat them either.
Remember that first glitch?
We'll see you
for
guys.
Laura Croft?